Hey all, and welcome back to Leila Central. So I've been a bit busy for quite a bit of a while, and most of it's down to life, work, um, Christmas, all that fun stuff at that time of the year. The other thing is also we're undergoing our summer here in Australia, and currently I'm in the shed and it's 30 degrees in here, which isn't too bad. But there have been some days where it's been in the mid 40s, and I'm talking about 45 degrees outside. So I've been avoiding the room quite a fair bit. The other thing is also I'd been ordering some supplies for this industry here, and I had to wait quite a couple of weeks for them to come here. Mostly because of all the packages that were going on from Christmas, people sending them around. Postal services were at their maximum, obviously. So it took a bit longer, and then I had some unexpected trips with work as well. So it's as you can see, the layout progress has been very slow. Now, I had been doing a video in the lead-ups to all this on my industry here, such as the actual track underlay and track laying, etc., that I was in the process of doing, which you can see here. As you can see, I'll put in a nice good flowing run around loop. I explained about how I went and doing that in the video recordings, and of course put in my my underlay for the track here for the industry so I could do my shunting. However, I've had a bit of a disaster that's actually hit. So the disaster, it's not a complete disaster, but I had a friend that came over recently, and he's a bit of a genius when it comes to track planning, layout planning, all that sort of stuff. It's one of his greatest skills. And he came in, he checked it out, and he put an idea in my head. And frankly, I'm very annoyed with him in putting this idea in my head, because as you can imagine now, I want to do it. Now, his idea was quite simple, really. He looked at what my issues were, or what I had to accompany in this room. Now, this room that I'm in essentially is a shed that I've lined with plaster, fully insulated it, done a lot of prep work before I did the train layout essentially. Also got some furniture and things that I need to store in here. Now, he looked at it and he goes, you've got quite a sizable space, you could work this to your advantage. And one of the things that he commented to me about was line running. And as you can see at the moment, my line essentially just cuts off straight in the middle here. Now, the width going from this corner to this corner over here is around about 6 metres. Or for those over in the UK, we're talking around about 19 feet. 18 feet. And he said, you know, you should go around the entire outside of your shed. If you want to get a good length of running line occurring, you could increase your line run. So bringing all this over to here and, giving this extra length. And I said, yeah, but what about all my stuff here? And he goes, well, if you raise the bench work a little bit more higher, I'll be able to get my desk underneath it to a point where I can still use the desk but have my trains running over. As for the other furniture and stuff, he said, plonk it in the middle of the room. He goes, it may sound silly, but at the same time, though, he goes, you're going to get all this extra potential. Now, one of the other things, as you can see, I've got a window right here. Now, he suggested to me that I put in, essentially raise my bench work higher, narrow this bit of bench work down and everything else. This will turn into a fiddle yacht, because he goes, you're not going to scenic this area because you've got a window in the way. You've also got a door right here as well. So he suggested to me that I'll use this as dead space, but use it to my advantage. So turning into storage and the rest of it going around here, round out there and down over here, make it all scenic. And he goes, once you've got your desk essentially underneath your bench work, all then I've got to worry is about a few other things. And he goes, and you can store them in the center so I can move around the layout completely freely. So he's given me some ideas. And a few days later, he showed me what he would do if he had it completely at his disposal. Now, obviously, the example he gave me didn't suit me, but it made me open my eyes up, and I'm giving him some ideas, and he's actually drawing some things up for me. Now, I'm really annoyed, and I guess I'm throwing it out to you guys, my subscribers. What should I actually do here? Because the plan was this layout, as you see, was going to be left as is for quite some time. There was potential in the next 20 years to take this down and start it again, because my situation will change or will have changed, and therefore I'd have more space. However, the idea that he's giving me, as I said, I'm really annoyed that he's done it, because last thing I wanted to do was to take this layout down and change it. And plus, I'm in a series of, adding an industry here for you guys to look at. So, this video is probably more about asking you guys, what would you do if you were in my shoes? He's given me some ideas. I could really open up this layout, get everything I ever wanted basically in it. Obviously, gonna have to do a bit of renovations here, etc. But could really turn into something really big and quite good. And I've obviously increased a lot of my subscriber base as well over the last couple of months. So all you new guys as well, I value your opinion as well. And thanks for also subscribing to my channel. And for those that have stuck around as well, you guys are the best. Thanks for sticking with me. And essentially, let me pick your brain. Give me your thoughts. Give me your opinion on what you would actually do if you had the opportunity to essentially make this even bigger. And as I mentioned, the dimensions, this is from here to that corner is 6 meters or 18 feet, and same going from this corner over to this corner here, the same again. So it is a real big square. So let me know your thoughts, guys. I look forward to hearing your responses, and be good. We will talk soon. Looking forward to hearing from you. Take care now. Bye.